Vlad,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. You know,
Cambly sends emails just before the chat, and
yeah.
they start with "It's time to shine." So I guess it's my time to shine.
Okay, get shining. Start shining.
I'm a language teacher myself, and the reason I'm here on this platform is because I want to talk with my fellow teachers on the topic of teaching.
Yeah,
Basically, trying to figure out what language teaching is all about, what makes a
yeah,
good teacher. Does that sound good to you?
yeah, sure.
You've had over 1,000 chats, it says.
Yeah, yeah.
How many have you had so far? You have a number or?
I can tell you. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I talked to a lot of people. Profile.
How long have you been doing that for?
Probably about a year and a half, I think. So I've talked to 7,000 chats.
Okay.
I've talked to 1,700 people.
1,700 people. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. So my first question is, what's the role of the language teacher, in your opinion, in your experience?
So, I talk to a lot of people that they have a lot of English here, right? So a lot of people spend many, many years inputting English, right? It's all there in their head. But,
When you say inputting English, you mean
yeah,
vocabulary and grammar?
yeah, they learn grammar, they learn vocabulary, they have a lot of English information. The problem is they just,
Sorry to interrupt. What do you mean by
yeah,
information? English information? Vocabulary and grammar?
yeah, vocabulary, grammar, slang, idioms. They have a lot of
Yeah.
that,
Words. Yeah.
right?
Okay. Okay.
But because they never use it, the brain is efficient. It files it away. So the stuff we use every day is here. The stuff we never use is back here somewhere, right? So
So the role of the teacher is to.
to pull it out, that's
You
not
see, so
enough.
when you said that people have a lot of English information
Yeah,
in their head, that's why I asked you, what do you mean by information? And you said vocabulary and grammar.
yeah,
To me, English language is a tool for acquiring knowledge, for getting information.
okay,
So when I say information, when I say knowledge, I don't mean vocabulary and grammar.
right,
What you just said, you're surrounded by English, but you're not surrounded by vocabulary and grammar. You're surrounded by real information.
okay,
You consume information through English. So language is a tool for acquiring knowledge. So what I think the biggest mistake people make is they focus on vocabulary and grammar, but they
yes,
don't get information, knowledge through English. So when you say they have a lot of information, they
mm,
actually have nothing, basically, because words without
yeah,
information mean nothing.
yeah. They have words and rules, right? But the problem is they never put those two together and form sentences, or they don't think in English. They don't. It's not the complete package.
Let me give you an analogy. If you were to learn economics
Yeah,
and you just focus on learning terms like GDP, like law of diminishing return,
yeah,
supply, demand, and supply chain, would you
mm,
say that you know economics? You just focus on the
no,
vocabulary. No.
no,
So I think that's what 99.999% of learners do. They focus on vocabulary and grammar without the
yeah,
actual. So, so what I'm getting at is that I don't think speaking actually helps.
no.
What do you think?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but like I say, my students have spent many years memorizing lists of words, right? My students have like pretty good vocabularies. The problem is, you know, um, they never get it out of their mouth. It's just like it's like a file in their head that they never access. So it's there. It's on their memory. It's on their hard drive, but they never get it. From the storage out their mouth. They never vocalize it. So the people I'm talking to, they're good at reading. They're good at writing. They're usually pretty good at listening
You
too,
think
right?
so? Have you ever
Yeah.
tested this hypothesis that people are good at reading good at writing especially,
Yeah.
but bad at speaking. It's virtually impossible to be good at writing but bad at speaking,
Yeah.
regardless of language. If you can write it, you can say it, especially
Not
with regards to
necessarily, right?
English. Especially with regards to English with this absurd spelling. So my question is, would a native speaker of English pay you to have a chat? This kind of informal conversation.
If they're lonely, maybe they would. I wouldn't, but some people do.
So this is my issue with the whole thing, because as I said, I'm a language teacher myself, and
Right.
what I felt that I was providing a service I wouldn't pay for.
Like I say, it depends on the student, right? If I was a beginner, I don't know if I would use Cambly. I think there's better ways of going about if you're a beginner. But if you're an advanced student, sometimes you just like to practice. If you're a good golfer, you like to go out and golf once in a while, right? You don't want to always be learning. You just want to go and hit the ball. So sometimes it's like that, right? People just want to take what they have and put it into practical
But again,
use.
to me, language is a tool for acquiring knowledge. So the word practice actually means read and listen, not speak. But that's my opinion. That's my experience. For most people, practice means speak.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, most people are here because they know how to read and write. They're pretty good at it. That's what they learned in school.
The same it's over and over and over again. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. There's no end. There's no end to this madness. They can read and they can write, but they cannot speak. Show me one. Just one person who is good at writing and good at reading, but bad at speaking. You have one life. Don't waste it.